Intro to Pocket Pod, episode 122.
Bears.
Nice.
Hello, boss.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I have a YouTube podcast and I interview people. Cool board, I skateboard too.
Thanks.
Yeah, my skater brethren. Yeah, you know how it go. You know how it go.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I usually, it's just 3 questions. I ask 2 people an episode, minimum up to 10. And would you be willing?
That's true.
YouTube.
All right,
It'd be, let's make you the intro since we used to. So you're episode 122.
Okay,
So
nice.
first thing you say, intro the Pocket Pod episode 122. Well, I guess 222.
You want me to hold it up or?
Yeah, do this and then flip it when you say your episode.
Okay, and so run it through me.
So intro the Pocket Pod because you're introducing the Pocket Pod. That's the name of the podcast. We have an episode every day at noon. We've been going for 120. That's tomorrow's episode.
Okay.
Today, episode 121 came out. We've been going since March 1st, an episode every single day at noon.
All right.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a new person every day. Look, I've been saying every day is an opportunity to be better than the person you were yesterday. That's all there is to it. So
That's nice.
every day you just reach a little bit more. So this is my reach.
Yeah.
This is my reach. I've never met you, but look, hey, could you do me a YouTube video? Could you help me with my YouTube video?
Yeah, I'll help.
Thank you. Okay. So, intro.
Intro to Pocket Pod, episode 122.
Bears.
Nice.
Yeah. And you keep this because when I'm rich, you could cash. If you keep this, you cash it in. I'll give you $1,000. But look, my mom say faith without work dead. So I put in the work every day. That's why I have my episode. I have my episode every day.
Yeah.
So I'll have the faith. I'll put in the work because you can't ask God for a job and not leave your house.
Yes, sir.
How is he gonna give you a job? Faith without work dead. So I'll put in my work every day.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so question number 1. Who are you?
I'm Lamar.
Oh, nice to meet you, Lamar.
Nice to meet you too, man.
And question number 2. As you go through life, this is a question from my mom, episode 100. I interviewed her, asked her what question I should ask the next 100 episodes.
Okay.
What do you appreciate most about life as you age, as you go through it?
Oh man, I appreciate how everyone can change. You know, like.
Let me get the angles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I appreciate how everyone can change. Like.
Yeah.
You know, as you grow, you discover like the person you want to be, and I think that's the human experience, and I think that's valuable.
Yeah.
You know, you can, as you said, you could be greater than the person you were yesterday.
Exactly. That's all there is.
So I feel like growth and change is just priceless as, you know, being a human. No one's ever the same.
Yeah.
So, you know, you
That's
can like invent who you want to be tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that.
I would say you choose, every day you wake up, you choose to be the person you were yesterday.
Exactly.
Look, I've been saying it's not up to luck, it's up to me.
Yeah.
Because if it's up to me, I'll do whatever it takes. There's a difference between I think and I know.
Mm-hmm.
When you think you know something, you may take the precaution, but if you know what you must do.
Right.
So in the same way,
Mm-hmm.
every day you choose to be the person. Look, this is the first time I get to say this, because first 99 episodes were just audio on Spotify.
Right.
So there are a lot of gems that are missed out. That's like the epilogue, because on episode 100 we got to video. So now we on big screen. Everyone know YouTube. We want to listen to a fucking podcast in 2026. But that's the groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
You do the groundwork. You get consistent. It's the conditioning. You condition. Look, every day I make my bed. I say I'm closer to $1 million. But here's the thing: making your bed doesn't put you closer to $1 million.
Right.
It's the habits and conditioning you're doing mentally to train yourself. Because what is making your bed? That does nothing for you. That doesn't save the world. But it's nice when you come home. You see it. So it literally does nothing. That's the best example of habit creation.
That's right.
So back to it. I say every day is an opportunity to live this beautiful life.
I know.
Thank you, Lamar. And lastly, if you could say anything to the world, all 8 billion people, what would you say? A message from Lamar. I'll get it done.
No matter what, no matter how stuck you think you are, you always have the opportunity to build and build and build.
Yeah.
You don't have to break anything down.
Yeah.
You know, you can, if you see an obstacle, build the stairs, get over it, build a road, get around it, man. Just as long as you're trying, as long as you're making the steps, you can do no wrong. Never stay stuck, never stay stagnant, bro. Just keep going.
Never stay static. Look,
Thank you.
I've been saying you take enough steps in the right direction, you end up at your destination because it's not built in a day. It's built layer by layer, brick by brick, step by step. So you don't have to do it all at once. You just got to keep make enough effort. They say consistency is the key, but without starting, effort's the door. You can't, if you say, I know I could do a kickflip, but you didn't buy the skateboard. But you didn't buy the skateboard yet. So buying the skateboard is the first step and consistency is the key. So you always have to put in the effort. And that's the hardest part, making that door, because what you're doing, you're changing what's in your imagination. There's only two things you got to understand in this life, Lamar. There is the imaginary and then there's the reality. And before anything can come into this reality, it must be imaginary. So when you create that door with the effort, you take this imaginary that only exists in you and you can bring it in. A man is measured by how many of his dreams he could impart into this world. How much of yourself you could imbue onto this world around you. That's all it is. That's all it is. So again, I thank you truly. The pleasure was all mine. The Pocket Pod episode 1. Bangers.
Yeah.
Do I have a card on me? I don't, but
I keep in touch, I'm scrambling to keep intact. I'm a track runner, it's where I have my secrets at. Be that last summer, first time my people see the rest. But ever since you've been away,
118 episodes.
the spirits feel it vacant, and then it finish straight. And then just wait
118. 118.
Niggas just been busy, the spirits feel it vacant, then to finish straight. And then just wait until I see you again. It's getting empty, searching and living with you.
Yeah, again, say I miss you.
Hey, nigga just been busy. The spirits feeling fake. Then to finish straight. And just wait until I see you again.
You know the thing about 118? You know the thing about 118 episodes, OG? When you have an episode every day, there is no milestone. Every day is a milestone. Because when you do it once a week, episode 1, you celebrate 50. You celebrate 100. You celebrate 10. Because if there's one every week, it took you 10 weeks to get there. So you're celebrating 10 weeks of work. But here's the thing, when you have an episode every day, when do you celebrate? Each day. Because it's not like you did all the work in one day, and it's not like you did all the work in 3 days and sometimes 5 days. One episode got 3 days at work, 2 days at work. Come on. So then it become a game of. Who are you, boss? I have a podcast, YouTube, and I ask 3 questions. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm just a regular person.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And as you grow up, this is a question from episode 100. My mom. What do you appreciate most about life?
Being healthy.
That is a blessing every day. Just
Absolutely.
waking up.
Yeah.
And finally, if you could share anything to 8 billion people, the entire world, what message would you share? Well, now you're frying me still. But yeah, okay.
I can't think of anything right
Yeah,
now.
of course. I mean, that's a hard question. 8 billion people?
Be
What
happy.
would I even say to 8
Be
billion
happy.
people?
How about that?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. But as I said, I've been saying to obtain Bankai, you must be ready and willing to sacrifice all that you have previously known in hopes to obtain just a sliver, a chance, a mere fractile percent of glory. Just a chance of glory, not even guaranteed, but you have to sacrifice everything you've ever known for this one moment at a chance. It's almost cruel because you couldn't fathom, you couldn't imagine. You only have one chance. You only have one chance. Every chance is you only have one chance. But you don't realize it because you have so many firsts. You don't even understand that. You don't even understand how many firsts you even though look, it was my first diploma. I had my first diploma, yeah? Then I just got my second. But look, here's the thing. It's still a first because is it the first is electrical, so okay.
All right. The second mechanical. Okay, all right. You could say first in each subject, but also together. My first time graduating with 2 diplomas. And if you get another, and when I get another, it's 3. So there's still a first time. Even though it's the third time, it's the first time you have 3. Every time is the only. I refuse to lose. Because that's the thing. What I've been saying. It's not up to luck, it's up to me. So you're not gonna magically get better. You can't hope that, I hope I take a nap and I get better. And then I have the energy to do the YouTube, to edit, to do what I want. I wanted to do the graduation video. I have the footage. I'm excited for it. I want it to proceed after the Shelly. But look, you can't get everything you want, OG. You can't get everything you want, but you can take enough steps. You can get something. You can't get everything you want, but look. My mom sent me a proverb. Look, get Jamaican proverb. Look. Take what you can get until you get what you want. Take what you can get until you get what you want. You can't have it all at once. And the more I understand that, the more that I base my life in this reality, the more I start to understand all the factors at play, everything here going on. This life, this opportunity, this chance. So I tell you, you must be ready and willing, raring to go at a moment's notice with no hesitation. You must be able to relinquish all that you have formerly known. Because here's the thing, what you formerly known has got you that far, but where you want to go, you have to ascend. So you only got here with that knowledge. So that means you have to abandon it so you can rise above. A rebirth of the soul, a resurrection. That's the name of the episode. I will be reborn. I have been reborn. To be reborn. I will be reborn. The rebirth. But, you'll see. I can't see it. You can. I can see it in my head mentally, but look. A person is measured by how much of their dreams, how much of their imagination, how much of them they could impart, instill upon this world. There's only 2 things. There's the imagination and then there's the reality. But before anything can come into this reality, it must be imaginary, OG. So with a heavy heart, I tell you, a person is measured by how much of their dreams, their concepts. You're not a person. You are a dream. You are thoughts. You are a consciousness. And what your consciousness, there's a difference between the mind and the body. The body does what it needs to do to survive. It eats, shelter, sleep. Come on now. But the soul does what it wants and it flourishes. It flourishes because it's not required, it's not necessary, but it's out of the love. It's out of the love, true, genuine. So with a heavy, heavy, heavy heart, I tell you, the only thing in this life, the only 2 things that divide anything is the imaginary versus the reality. And here's the thing that no one wants to tell you, and I spent the first 100 episodes, 99 days curating. Well, I really got in 25 and then 30 consistently, but 29 actually. Look, it's not built in a day. It's not built in a day. It's built layer by layer, step by step. But the effort, the attempt, that's the door, because you could have the key. Consistency is the key, but if you don't have the door, it's useless. So when you talk to me nice. When you understand, come on now. Look, you gotta understand. You must understand. It's imperative. It's imperative, and I'll scream this message to the heavens. Episode 19, screaming to the heavens, shouting to the heavens. Look, it's not built in a day. It's not built in a day. But there's the imagination and the reality. And when you tell someone your dreams, when you say, I had a dream last night, what's the difference between a dream and a thought? What's the difference between a thought and a concept, a concept and a premonition and delusion? You can't divide any. I can tell you, I foretold this moment right here. I foresaw it eons ago. Look, but here's the thing, you wouldn't believe me then, but if I told you and I wrote it down then, and then it come through, am I crazy? It's the same thing. So, talk to me nice. Look, what you need to understand is there is the thinker and there's the doer, and you can't just be the thinker. You must do. So instead of thinking and agonizing about the episode, I have an episode every single day and I haven't missed for 117 days. I haven't missed for 117 days, and it's not luck, and I've said it from episode 1. It's not luck, it's me, because look, it's not up to luck, it's up to me, and if it's up to me, I'll get it done by any means necessary. Without fail, without falter, I shall not fail. This is what I have to say to myself. These are the mantras, the slogans. This is what fuels me. What you practice in private is who you are in public, and every day I practice. Every day I practice being the ambitions that I have, these premonitions, these delusions of grandeur. Because if I tell you a dream and I tell you a thought and I tell you an idea and you say, but now, you say, Trey, you're crazy. You're telling me from episode 53, from episode 53 or 57, something in the 50s, one of your podcast name is the greatest podcast in history, the longest podcast in history. How can you be so certain when you didn't even touch 100? But you called it and you foresaw this moment right here. So if you foresaw this moment right here, why can't you see into the future? Because it's not seeing into the future. It's not luck. It's hard work. It's work that I'll put in every day because I know exactly how far it gets me every single time. Without fail, I tell you. To obtain my Bankai by any means necessary, to obtain a power greater than man. To obtain a power greater than man, you must be able and willing, ready, raring to go, to forego all that you have formerly known in hopes of acquiring a power greater than yourself. All that I have formerly known has got me to this point, so I will use it as a stepping stone and I will ascend, because look, as Daniel said, your words become your actions, and your actions are your thoughts are your... Come on now, look. Last episode, look. Here's the outro. My destiny, my fate is up to me. So all I have to do is think it. Every single day, all I have to do is think. Every single day, all I have to do is believe. So if you tell me all I have to do is believe, if you tell me all I have to do is believe every day, that's the best deal of my entire life. That's the best deal of my entire... Because here's the thing. You never know when it's coming, but it's coming. You gotta stay on Faith Avenue. I don't believe in Boulevard. Ain't getting you nowhere. Look, by any means necessary, I'll get it done. You ask me what I do, and I'll tell you every time whatever it takes. You ask me what I do, and I'll tell you every time whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, every single time. not easy. It's not easy, OG. And you know what I need? I need an intro. I need an intro and an outro for this episode. And the person's low-key not getting anything because I didn't print off the keychain. Technically I could, but I'm not at my house and I don't have a car. I'm not at my res and I don't have a car right now. And I wanted to use that as a vice, as a crutch, and to validate and vindicate, saying, "Oh, you don't have to edit right now because you don't even know what you're gonna do. You don't even have the outro, the intro. You literally don't have the beginning and the end of your video, so you can't. So what you're gonna do the middle, but then you gotta still think about the end and the beginning, and you don't want to compromise on your integrity. You have standards, minimum 30-minute episodes. You know this, and then there's an intro and outro, and you ask questions, and you love the keychain, but the only thing I'm compromising on, I can do an interview that people are no problem, and I say that's my reach every single time, every day. I reach twice a day, and you see it every single time. 2 people I've never met before, 2 people you've never seen, but I took my chance, I took my time. And and that is ingrained. The keychains, that's nice from me. That's a me. I'm nice. I like to give gifts. I care. I care more than everyone. I care more than everyone because you're allowed to. No one tells you that you're allowed to care as much as you want. People try to shame you for caring. You can care about anything as much as you want. For as long as you want. Because that's the soul. There's a difference between the soul and the body, and I tell you, at one point my body had everything, and then my soul took over, and I started to understand life. And it took over, but it really worked in conjunction. Because you know what you need to do, but once you get your needs done and you can get a want, you say, "Oh, but life's sweet. Oh, but life the sweetest it could ever be." The life the sweetest it could ever be. Look, OG. I have to do my video because they're waiting for me. Everyone's waiting for me. They're waiting for me to miss. They're waiting for me to fail. And it's not in the sense where they're praying on my demise, some are, but in the sense where, "Oh, you still been going for 116 days. You still. When they say still, what do you mean still? I told you. It's for life. But you can't believe that. That's too grand. Who are you? You act like it's a measly task. Who are you? And I tell you every single time, the one who gets it done, who does whatever it takes, who will do whatever it takes, but because it's not up to you, it's up to me. It's not up to luck. It's not up to hope. It's up to my premonitions. It's up to my thoughts. It's up to what I bring into this reality. So when you tell me that my dreams are crazy, when you tell me my ideas are foolhardy, I bring back with a retort and I say, I smile and I grin because you don't even understand. You say they're dreams, they're ideas, but I see them as premonitions. I see them as absolute. I see them as concrete because even though they're not in this reality, they're in my imagination. And before anything can come into this reality, it must be imaginary. So if I have the imaginary and to get it across that border, you have to put in work. That's the door I'm talking about. Holy, it took me 100 episodes to have this. Oh, it took me 100 episodes to just have this epiphany right now. Holy, okay. You have the imagination and then you have the divide between the imaginary and the reality. And when you have the imaginary and the reality, there's the door. But the door is the effort, so you have to try. You have the key. The key is consistency when you put it through the door, but you have to start the door with effort. You have My mom say faith without works is dead, so I'll put in that work every day. Look, my mom say faith without work is dead, so I'll put in that work every day without fail. If you have 1 million people looking to you, who do you look to? If you have 100 million people looking to you, they depend on you, they rely on you, they need you, they look to you. They look at you like you're Superman. Who does Superman look to? Look, when you're a voice for the voiceless, who's the voice for the voiceful? It's me. It's Atreyu Stewart. It's Atreyu Stewart. Stop playing with me, OG. Stop playing with me, OG. If you have 1 million people looking to you, who do you look to? I got everyone looking to me. You know what? I look to myself. Because if 1 million people could count on me, if 1 million people could depend on me, it could surely be 1,000,001. I could surely believe in myself more than anyone. By any means necessary, I'll get it done. By any means necessary, I will obtain everything. I will change this world by hand. My bare hands, I will carve it. I will bring forth an era unbeknownst to man, and I will do it rightfully so. And I don't talk just to talk. I say the imaginary, but I'm willing to. I'm here, aren't I? This is the door. This is the door. So I open the door and I'm talking to you right here, but here's the thing. The greatest podcast in history isn't made from one podcast, or it's not easy. It's not a 1 in a million, it's 1 in 10 billion. From one. Who's your marketing team? What was it? Like, who did it? Like, so you know what I take the odds at? Because if every single time you post, it's a lottery ticket. You have 365 days in a year. You reduce it to 52 weeks if you do weeks, and if you do months, it's 12. You went from 365 to 12. When you say, oh, I'll go to the gym next week, you got your gym membership Tuesday, and you say, I'll go next week Monday. I'll start on a fresh Monday. That's you utilizing 52 instead of 365. I do know I practice purposeful speech. I know that this is the effort, this is the door, but here's the thing, I gotta put in the consistency to bring it into this reality. So I'll bring it into this reality by any means necessary. So I'll keep doing, I'll keep pushing every single day, even when I'm tired, even when I'm hungry, even when I'm lazy, even when I'm graduating, when I'm doing a school program, when I'm getting my second diploma, come on now. When I have to pay my $1,300 rent, when I have to sell my car, when I don't even have a car to my name, when all the chips are stacked against me, I'll prosper by any means necessary, and it's not up to luck. I remember Phil told me, he said, oh, Trey, it just seemed like everything just worked out for you, and your life's so sweet. It's so nice. It just somehow magically worked out. It's not luck, OG. I'm going to tell you that it's not luck. It's not hopes. It's some prayers, but it's up to me, because when I meet resistance, when I meet failure, when I meet uncertainty, do you know what I do? I don't look at it. I look forward. How can I progress? How can I obtain my Bankai? Because for me to obtain this power that can change the world, because if you want to land amongst the stars, you shoot for the moon. You shoot for the moon. So a mere man, a mere mortal cannot accomplish the ambitions, the premonitions that I have set out for, that plague me constantly. You know that? A mere man cannot. I hate to say impossible because it's not. Impossible is such a misnomer. Do you know how many things are truly impossible in this life? It's almost impossible to say anything's impossible. You see how it's a paradox in itself, but look. A man cannot achieve it on the scale so I must ascend. So I must become more than a mortal. I must become a dream, the embodiment of freedom, the embodiment of a thought, the soul. But not someone else's dream. I've seen their dreams and they've helped me dream. So when I dream even grander. When I dream, I take what I've seen, I take their imagination, I take their reality. I take their reality and I craft my own. By any means necessary, I'll get it done. You ask me what I do, whatever it takes. You ask me who I am. You don't, that doesn't matter. It matters what I do. Who are you? The one who gets it done. By any means necessary, OG. My mom say faith without works is dead, so I'll put in that work every day. And I'll have faith. I'll use that 365 because if every time's one lottery ticket, if you had unlimited lottery tickets, how many would you have? How many would you scratch? All of them. That's a post. That's a post. So you know what that means? I could either have 365, 52, or 12. I want 3,000. I want 3,000. That's the amount of people we have on the pod every year. Over 3,000 people, because of every episode I do a minimum of 2 interviews. 1 month, 1 month, 30 days times 260. And I'm telling you, it goes from 2 all the way up to 10. I'm averaging 100 at least 200. I love to talk, is what I do. And because you hear 3,000, you say, how do you get 3,000 a year? It's not built in a day, it's built step by step, it's each day. You neglect the 1%, but that 1% gets you 1,000,000. That 1% gets you 100 every time. You need that 1% to get to 100%. So come on now. You tell me I'm crazy and I tell you I'm just sane enough. I'm just human enough. I'll get it done. I'll get everything done. I'll get the world done. It's not up to anyone else. It's not up to luck. It's up to me. It's up to one man's dreams, one man's ambitions. One man who set out to change it all. It's up to me. This is my fucking epilogue.
Outro the Pocket Pod, episode 122.
Yeah!
And I didn't even know. Look at this. Because here I am fishing for my outro. The outro to the Pocket Pod. I'm ready to get this gentleman over here. I gotta get it done. I need to leave. I have to pack. And so here, I'm ready. I got the intro already. Prepare your card. Okay, the title card. Okay, then. Oh, but this young, let me see what's,
Hello, sir. No! No way! No way! Soham!
Where are you on your way?
To you! To you, I swear! I'm already recording. Do the intro for episode 122. No, the outro.
Say outro the Pocket Pod episode.
Outro the Pocket Pod, episode 122.
Yeah! Okay. Walk with me or bike with me.
Hello,
Yes. Yes. So, who are you?
my name's Soham.
And
I've been your friend since middle school.
oh,
Haven't seen you in around a year probably, since the last time we met.
what? Well, and
Which
how
way
do
are you
we
walking
now?
to, that way or-
Where are you going to?
I'm going down that
I'll
road.
go anywhere you're going. Because I just came here before I left to get my things, because I gotta move from res. I gotta move my things back.
You're moving back here?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, so
It's crazy. Last time we met, exact
just
same
like
way.
this.
You were just outside. I was just outside.
And I was looking at the photo the other day.
It's never like a planned thing either.
And even the time before that, when we met at Danforth's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you then you gave me the Wonderland tickets. I'm
Yeah.
so ham. Okay, talk to me nice. Look. And question number 2, this is from episode 100. My mom asked.
Mhm.
So she says, what do you appreciate most about life as you grow up, as you age?
What do I appreciate most about life? It took me a minute to think about that one still.
It's okay, I'm getting the angles. Look, this is the gap cam, so I'm getting nice right now. Panoramic. Us.
I don't really know what to say still.
Because my thing is, the whole thing with the pod is, every day is an opportunity to be better than the person you were yesterday. It's not built in a day, it's built step by step, layer by layer, brick by brick. You take enough steps in the right direction, you end up at your destination.
I agree with that, yeah.
So, what I appreciate most about life is the opportunity every day gives me to be better than the person I was yesterday. The chance to reach for a little bit more.
I see that, yeah. Every day is like a complete new day to do something.
Yeah.
So no matter how yesterday went, if it went ass, if it went great, next day's a brand new day. You get to make it however you plan on making it.
Every day you choose to be the person you were yesterday. So do you want to be the person you were yesterday is a question you ask yourself every morning. And then finally, if you could share anything from Soham, my beloved dear friend, to 8 billion people, the entire world, because you know I'll get it done. You know me, Soham, you know I'll get it done. So
That is true.
what do you have to say? Every day we have a post. Every day we've had an episode for 121 days. Today's 121.
I'd say probably get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Every day.
There's a lot of people, they're too comfortable with where they're at in their situation. Even if it's not where they want to be, they're comfortable with where they are.
Complacency is the enemy.
Yeah.
You never want to be complacent. It leads, you're stagnant. You're not moving.
That's
So
not going to get to where you want to
you
be.
never.
I realize every situation where like, even my motorcycle license, like it wasn't something I was comfortable with doing.
Yeah.
I was low-key scared. I'm doing this
Yeah.
course with a bunch of randoms. I know no one there. Usually I go with a friend or something. I don't know anyone there.
You don't know a soul.
I don't know how to ride a. I didn't know a single thing about a motorcycle, about manual, nothing. But I was comfortable. I was uncomfortable with it. I still went through with it, and that was like the best decision I've made. I'd probably say, it was 100% worth it. What I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every day you reach.
that was just an example of like me being uncomfortable with the situation,
Every
but
day
still
you
going through with it.
Every day you reach. Every day you reach for more. Because the thing is, whether you reach or not, you either get the best meal of your life or you burn your hand. But if you didn't reach, you don't get anything at all.
Yeah,
So that's how it goes. Every time you'll always regret not doing it, but you'll never regret doing it.
I agree with that. I agree.
You'll
With that.
never regret doing it.
Even with the workout, like you
When
feel
go
like
to the
shit.
gym,
You don't want to do it. When
Yeah.
you come out, you never regret that workout.
Yeah, you never
probably know
regret
too.
doing it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. That's like, and you never. And I don't regret coming outside, even though I said, "Damn, I gotta do a fucking intro." Blah, 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 blah. Look, every day
You've
you
been
reach.
consistent with this, eh?
I've been consistent.
Every single day.
Soham told me, and I know he told me, he's like, you don't. He literally said verbatim, "You're the funniest guy I know." It's just the only thing is you're not consistent with your posts. I said, Soham, the day I'm consistent, I'll tell you. And now we're at episode 122, and the fruits of my labor bear. Every day is an opportunity I take with grace. I know no other way because you take enough steps, and all of a sudden now you're on top of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Soham.
Thank you.
And keep this, and when I'm rich, everyone could cash in for $1,000. Everyone could cash it in for $1,000. So that's why I told you. My mom say faith without work is dead. So I'm going to put in the work. You just got to have faith.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Soham. God bless. My God.